Alright, so after over 100 hours in Warframe, what is the one thing I would tell new players to avoid? It's a big one. It's a big one for me at least. You see, I've earned my Warframes, I've been traded Prime Warframes, and I have been gifted Warframes. And although I have told people no more gifting me Warframes, I just want to earn the rest of them on my own, that's not really my biggest problem. My biggest problem is not being gifted Warframes or that I was gifted Warframes. That actually doesn't bother me. When I really look at it, it doesn't bug me. Do you know what does bug me? How I went about leveling up my Warframes and my weapons. There are weapons in my inventory that are level 30, maybe they're not that good, but I don't want to delete because I felt like I haven't played with them. And the reason is because whether it was subscribers or my friends, or just public match players, I go into survival missions or defense missions, and I just try to get as much XP as possible. You guys have gifted me the wonderful gift of like a month-long affinity booster, which is amazing. And so that double XP allows me to go from level 0 to 30, as long as I'm not dying constantly, level 0 to 30 in one defense match if, people stay in long enough and, I share affinity with them. This has led to me getting certain Warframes and weapons to level 30 without actually ever learning how those Warframes work. Now, some of you guys think that the most important part about getting a Warframe is the grind to get it, and I think that is important. I mean, hell, somebody gifted me Haro, but I'm still gonna farm for Haro just because I want to prove that I can farm for Haro. It's kind of a rite of passage thing, right? But the thing is that what really bugs me is that if I get a Warframe, whether I earned them or had someone gift them to me, whatever, if I speed through the leveling of that Warframe, I don't learn what they're good against and what they're weak against. I don't know what the best weapon is to use with them. I don't know what the best Warframe synergies are. When you have like 2 Warframes or 3 Warframes on the same team that, work really well with each other. Like I mentioned in my last video, Trinity and Hildren are great, but, Trinity with anyone's great, but Trinity and Hildren, that's really great. And I know that because I've used Hildren a lot, and I never just tried to speed level her. Power leveling your Warframes is a really good way, in my opinion, to get burnt on the game. It's the only thing that I feel like I shouldn't have done in Warframe. I have weapons in Warframe sitting at level 30 that, for some reason, I feel like, I don't need to play as them anymore because I won't get any affinity for it, and, so I won't get any more mastery rank progress with it. So I just leave it there, and that's not a great way to do it. I think you should learn each weapon that you get as much as you can. If you get a weapon or a Warframe, I think you should take the time while leveling it up to figure out how they work. Go back to earlier parts of your star chart and level them up naturally. Now, I'm not saying it can't be fun to take a Warframe into a defense mission and go from level 0 to 30, but maybe do that with Prime Warframes that you've already played as before. Let's say you just built Loki and he's ready to be played with. Do you go into a defense mission in public match and just let them know that, hey, I'm trying to get this guy leveled up, let's just go, and just share affinity until you get that Loki to a higher level? Or should you go through the earlier parts of the star chart, go through spy missions, go through capture missions, go through defense missions solo that are low level so you can learn the pros and cons of using Loki? I think the latter is the far better choice. I think it makes the game feel a little bit better. Each Warframe sets up different moments for different styles of gameplay, and that is something that you just miss when you just, power level it in one defense mission or survival missions or whatever. And same goes for weapons. I think you should learn how to use each weapon, even if it's not very good, and maybe if it's really not good and you can tell it's just mastery fodder, then, just look past what I'm about to say here, but I don't think your goal should be to take your gun from level 0 to 30. I think your goal should be to figure out what its pros and cons are, what mods work better or worse, what Warframe is suited to that weapon. And again, I'm talking about this from the perspective of being a newer player that only has one regret in this game, and my only regret is power leveling when I should have been power learning. That was dumb. Take the time to learn the Warframe. Next time you get a new Warframe, please get them to level 15 by naturally playing through missions in the early parts of the star chart so that you're not getting, immediately killed, because a lot of Warframes, when you first get them, they're very squishy, they die very easily, but just try to get them to level 15 for me. And then if you want to power level them in defense and survival missions, that's great. But take 15 levels to learn the Warframe. Learn your weapon, learn that sword, learn that gun, learn how to play Rhino. Find the fun synergies between yourself and other Warframes. Find the fun synergy between all of your abilities and different weapons you can use. This will make the game a lot better. Just in my opinion, in my personal opinion, that's what made the game better for me. It can be a lot of fun to power level sometimes, but I would just overall tell you to avoid it. And even if you've already power leveled all of your Warframes, find the one that you are the worst with and you dislike the most, and just sit down and try to learn them and play them in a variety of missions solo and with friends. If you don't have friends, make them in my Discord channel below. The Discord channel in the description below is full of PC players, PS4 players, some Switch players, and Xbox players. Ask for tips, ask to play with people, and the only rule in the server is don't be a dick. And some other things. Go to the rules channel before you go into the other channels and read the rules. But yes, anyway, that concludes this video. Basically, the only regret I have is that I power level certain Warframes when I should have been taking my time and learning them instead of just kind of using Warframes as mastery fodder. Because even if you're gifted a Warframe or you just bought it with Plat during a 75% off, I still think that you should take the time to learn it. And learning it doesn't need to be the afterthought. Thank you so much for watching. If you got something out of this video, leave a like. If you have an opposing view, put it in the comment section below. If you think I'm full of shit, put that in the comment section below. Or go into the Discord server in the description below and use the Bitch It Boom channel to tell me why I'm so stupid and wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.